Leo is ruled by the sun. So Leo is shining their own light. It wants to expand its light. But when Leo is in the 8th house, it means that Leo is blocked by the 8th house transmutation of energy. You have to go within to your water, to your deep complex patterns, and understand your self-worth, what you value, the 2nd house, which is Aquario, in your unique chart. Shout out to Dulce Hills, who requested Leo in the 8th house. Leo in the 8th house. Leo encompasses the archaic structure of the lion. They wield a pack through their presence by shining their own light. Off the bat, having Leo in the 8th house makes you very authentic. Leo portrays the fixed expression of our spirit because Leo fixates on its own unique light so that they can inspire. Leo is correlated with the ego, the personification of the sense of self. So when we look at the triplicity of the fire signs, we see the cardinal being Aries, how they pioneer their spirit. Leo fixates on the spirit so that they can fixate on the character and embody the traits of whatever they want to bring light to. And Sagittarius expands the light. They teach, preach, and go through adventures that make them expand their perception. They travel both realms. That's why they're the centaurs. Leos are correlated with the lioness because the lion doesn't guide the pack. It inspires the pack. Aries is correlated with your sense of self, the lowercase sense of self. Leo is correlated with the ego, the personification of the sense of self, meaning how are you embodying your ego, your will. And Sagittarius are the self with the capital S because they expand the perception of the self. So they are the back lens that is always perceiving and understanding higher levels of mind via Jupiter. Leo is ruled by the sun. So when we're looking at the archetype of Leo being in the 8th house, always remember that you have a torch to go through your own unique shadow work. And what's the 8th house? The 8th house is the bonded house. How do we share our deep emotional patterns? When you have Leo in the 8th house, you're shining a light on your shadow. And if you're not aware of your shadow, then you might be portraying other characters based on your deep emotional complex relations. And that applies to the relationship you have with yourself, with other people, and with the world. The 8th house is the life situation that stems from the 7th house. The 7th house is the life situation of relationships, meaning how do we relate with the world, with other people, and mainly with ourselves. The 8th house is correlated with the Scorpion archetype. So you're deeply analyzing your emotions so that you can create an emotional bond with someone else. A marriage, a baby, a child, it's transmutation of energy, and there's many forms to go within deeply to understand how to transmute those energies, either within, with other people, and with the world. So when you have Leo there, you're shining a light to your shadow. If you're not aware of your shadow, you're shining a light on something you're not consciously aware of, because if you don't befriend your shadow, then you cannot wield that light. But you have the power because you have this raw, authentic, mystical, natural essence where you went through so much by understanding these roadblocks, these fixed emotional setbacks, that now you have an interpretation, a fixed light expression of your sense of self, and that makes you emotionally deep. Having Leo in the 8th house means that you're autonomically radiating a light. You're radiating in the sun because you have the Leo archetype there. Let's say you have your sun in the 6th house. Therefore, you're placing your own unique energy, your conscious actions in the 6th house. But the life experience where you would have your sun in At, aka the experience that you're lighting, you have a fixate light there, is in your 8th house. Therefore, you automatically go through these shadowed work themes. So it's up to you to shine a light into your unconscious field, your 8th house, so that then you can transform whatever was unconscious to you and start valuing the 2nd house, which is the axis of the 8th house. In the 2nd house, you would have Aquario. Aquario is fixed air. They fixate on whatever they're thinking emotionally so that they can innovate something mentally or physically when they have the right mindset to connect things collectively. That's why Aquarius are innovators, because they have unique ideas because of how much they fixated on their own unique frameworks mentally. So then they piled them up together and wow, they created something. You value those themes. You have Aquarius in the second house. But for you to transform and get to your values, to your second house, you have to go through the shadow work journey of understanding whatever wasn't light and in your unique life experience of the shadow work. Since the 8th house is correlated with the Scorpio house, meaning your deep bonded emotions, then those emotions have to be transformed so that then you can create the right connections that will help you align your self-worth, which is Aquarius. For you to reach your self-worth, then you can start shining the light in the 8th house, whatever was unconscious about yourself. And Aquarius has a lot of creative ways of doing that, getting something and making it understandable. But you have Leo in the 8th house. So your embodiment of the 8th house is fixed fire, meaning how do you fixate on your character based on what was deeply repressed about yourself, the experience, or whatever themes that you have in the 8th house, depending on the planets, aspects, asteroids that you might have in that life experience, that field, the fixed water field. By looking at the planetary rulers, which Aquarius is ruled by Uranus and Leo is ruled by the Sun. So you have to go to your second house, see what you value, your self-worth, which is unique mental concepts, so that then you can use those mental concepts to expand them by using your light, your embodiment, but understanding that you have to go within and understand your own unique shadow so that then you can use your innovative, clairvoyant mind. I don't know if that sounded confusing. I'm gonna go deeper into this, but basically that's my take on Leo in the 8th house. It's much deeper than that, and I'm gonna go in depth. But basically, Leo is ruled by the Sun. So Leo is shining their own light. It wants to expand its light. But when Leo is in the 8th house, it means that Leo is blocked by the 8th house transmutation of energy. You have to go within to your water, to your deep complex patterns, and understand your self-worth, what you value, the second house, which is Aquarius in your unique chart, and then understanding that for you to reach Aquarius, your self-worth, you have to transmute your emotional bonds so that then you can have a clear self-worth structure that can help you then transmute and go through your unique customized shadow work journey by shining a light on the things that you were unconscious of. And that could go as deep as so many different things by understanding the different aspects and things that you have in the 8th house.